Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching EIE from. This is your favorite program talking about Nigerian politics and the way to our future as a democrat nation. I'm your favorite host and presenter of this program. My name is Donald Obaedo. And this morning we have a guest that should have been joining us this morning, but he will be calling in. He's no other person than Alhaji Mustafa Muhammad. We're going to be calling him shortly so we could be able to discuss more about the demolition happening in Borno State, because our previous topic was we talked about why are Christians attacked in Borno State. So with more information that we gather along the line, we now discover that there are a lot of projects going on in Borno State, and which it wasn't affecting just the churches only, but also affecting the mosque. So we're going to be calling this morning Alhaji Mustafa Muhammad to kindly speak to the people regarding the issue of the demolition going currently that started. I heard that this project started in 2020. So this morning we'll be addressing the issue with Alhaji Mustafa. I'll be giving him a call now so we could ask few questions regarding the whole demolition that is going on in Borno State. Please, viewers, please kindly bear with me as I give him a call as he joins us live on studio. Hello, good morning, Alhaji Mustafa Muhammad. This is EIE, Enough is Enough. How are you doing today, sir?
Good morning. I'm fine. Good morning, listeners, and good morning, presenter. Enough is enough.
Thank you so much. Please, we'll encourage you to please be specific as you can so that we can be able to help our viewers understand the purpose of this interview. Okay? Please kindly educate us, the viewers, because the reason why we get in contact with each other was because of my last program talking about why the churches are being attacked in Borno State. Well, we further now got information that this is not just the church that was being attacked. It is a project currently going on a demolition project going on in Borno State. Please, I want you to kindly educate my viewers on that particular project that started in 2020 in the demolition of some 11 mosques and 4 churches in Borno State.
Okay. Every town has its own design and planning, including Borno State, capital Maiduguri.
Okay.
Having illegal structure is something that has bedeviled the country's nation capital and even state capital. We can remember that during Obasanjo regime, Nafiu El-Rufai, the Minister of FCT, has demolished so many buildings that are termed illegal structures. They are not part of the design. So the same thing happened in Borno State. The new Borno State Geographical Information System is also charged with not just the renewal and issuance of papers for buildings and enforcement of design, but also demolition of structures being deemed to have been done illegally or without, approval. The buildings they have demolished include 11 mosques and 4 churches, but there are so many residential areas, hotels, shops, petrol stations, and what have you that also fell into this category. Those who were shouting about the demolition of a particular church failed to tell everybody that the demolition includes 11 mosques. And one other thing they failed to tell people is that, the Boko Haram war has lingered for 13 years. Some of the churches were actually demolished in the state by Boko Haram. But this same governor went about and constructed 11 number UICN churches around the state. Nobody is talking about. In the IDP camps, the governor is feeding, clothing, giving health care and accommodation to both Muslims and Christians. Nobody is talking about. And some of us also know that a Christian director was denied becoming the head of service, being the most senior director in the state. Some people removed his name and nominated another person. When the governor heard about that the person who was Chechen is a Christian, the governor reversed that appointment of that Muslim guy who was put there when he doesn't deserve to be put there. He asked them to give it to the Christian gentleman. So looking at all this and also seeing that it's not only a church that was demolished, it includes the 11 mosques. Then those who are making noise are actually doing that out of mischief. But then an exception to all these things I'm saying is the high-handedness of a civilian JTF who was said to have allegedly shot a Christian young man in the neighborhood where the church was demolished. This is an unfortunate situation. This is a very condemnable act. A life is sacred. Human life matters, whether it's a Christian, Muslim, or an animal. And you don't even kill birds and animals for pleasure. And the state governor reacted immediately against the killing, putting up a committee to investigate and get the culprit. But because my Christian brothers are using the social media, and in Nigeria they own about 90% of the newspapers, radio, television, they try to say a lot of things that are not true. If you are looking for one person that does not hate the Christians, like me, you can actually place Governor Zulu as number one. Hello, are you there?
Yes, sir. So, with the contents of all what you have said, sir, does this demolition also include properties with C of owns?
Let me tell you like what is happening in Abuja.
Yeah.
If you are talking about land document, there are a lot of fake land document flying around. That is why the former governor and former minister of FCT, Nasiru El-Rufai, put up the Abuja Geographical Information System to, verify document in circulation and ask everyone to come and verify the document of the land title he is alleging to hold. And as the verification continued, they discovered thousands of fake documents in circulation, which the criminal land agents used to sell land to people. Let me tell you also one incident. There was a time somebody I know, a younger person, asked me to sign a power of attorney for them that if they are able to sell that land, they will give me 2 million naira. That was about 5 years ago. And I declined. I told him, no, I'm not greedy. I'm not criminal. I'm not going to do anything illegal. And guess what? Eventually, they got somebody to sign that fake document for them. They sold the land to an unsuspected buyer. And when the team boomerang, they were all arrested. Some of them are in prison as I'm talking to you now. So Borno State is not an exception. There are a lot of fake documents which they use to sell land to people. When I was a Lagos resident, there were incidences where one land was being sold to multiple buyers. In Abuja, the same thing. In Maiduguri, the same thing. So if you find a faulty or fake land title, don't be surprised. Government which have agency that have the authority of issuing this documents, actually has the right to declare which document is fake and which document is illegal and authoritative. Because the title you are holding belongs to a church does not mean that you may not have bought a fake document title on a particular land. So what I'm going to tell the owners of this church, which was unfortunately developed, is to follow up with the state government. They are fellow citizens. Nobody can stop them from accessing the government offices and government agency. However, it is also unfortunate if really they were not informed or the building was not marked before the demolition took place.
Okay, I quite understand what you're saying, all with all the narrative and explanation you've given so far. Because before I'm a Nigerian, irrespective of where I'm located now, and to me, before a land document of survey and C of own is quite given to an occupant, it has to go through a legal process, a process whereby the government are going to send their representative down to that specific particular plot of land to want to do a geographical experiment to see if the land is situated on government property or any obstruction from government future plans. But the reason why I'm saying this, please, can you join me on the studio as I played that particular video that I did an interview on the last time that attracted this presentation for today. Just sit back, let me play that video, because there are some questions around, and the word that particular man said that did the video, I want us to really go into it, because with all you've narrated now, I could see more reason why the demolition took place. And it was, like you said, it's not the only building that was demolished in Borno State. It has been a project. I've read about it. It has been a project that started since the year 2020 and is still continuing. And I want the viewers to get more understanding of this. Please sit back with me, sir. Let me play the video for you, and I have a question from that video.
Wannan abin da boji suka yi mana kenan a EY LCD Maganari a Maiduguri, Borno State. Yau 5/8/2021 da sanyin safiya boji sun zo a wannan sabuwar ikkilisiya namu, wanda muna da takardar fili, muna da COOs, amma sun zo da wani lokaci sun zo su rusa mana wuri. Babu dalili, kuma dalili su shine wai ba za a kara gina church a Maiduguri ba. Kuna gani? Duka wani abin da boji suka yi sun rusa gaba da ikkilisiya, wanda mutane sun fi 500 suke sujada a ciki. Muna so duniya su sani irin wahala da Kirista suke sha a Borno State. Amma da idan cewa wata wanda ikkilisiya ta kafa duka sun rusa da shi. Ba don kuma ba, amma domin mu Kirista ne. Muna so duniya su sani cewa abinda Kirista suna fama da shi a Borno yana da yawa. Ba mu da right mu samu fili. In ka ce za ka saya fili domin gina church ba za a yi da ba, ka saya ma za ka gina za a hana ka. Muna so duniya ta sani wahalar da muke fama da shi. We must seek for the church. The gates of Hades cannot prevail over the church of Jesus Christ. The only thing we hear from security is that they will investigate. I don't know if this issue is a matter of investigation. We don't know whether they are truly want to investigate or they are only trying to cover the whole thing. But you must remember that in Borno State we don't have freedom of religion. The Boko Haram are attacking us whenever we go, wherever we go. State government have not done anything to protect Christians in Borno, because they have not given us the license to operate as Christians.
Yeah,
Everyone must see.
Okay. When I don't think you follow up with the video, but if you take a look at that video, you're going to discover that there is a particular places where that church is located, and if you take a proper look, there is a building behind the fence of that particular church. because I'm looking at the geographical location where that particular church is situated. If a particular building is at the front of a building, and the only building at the front is the one obstructing a project, what now happens to the building behind and before and at the side? Because if it is a particular road they are trying to channel through that particular area and is leading to a direction, that means on a parallel level, that all the buildings on that level will be taken down and will be marked out for demolition. So
I'm not trying to interject you.
Yes, sir.
Your analysis is wrong because you have not seen the map of the planning of that area. Number one.
Okay.
You have not seen the government map of the planning of that area. You cannot just declare a statement on the existence of that building. Number two, going back to the first analysis you played in Hausa language, I heard him saying that he heard that the Borno state government is saying there will not be the building of any church again in Borno state. That is completely a lie. That is unfounded.
I wanted to come to that. I wanted to come to that before.
Allow me to finish.
Okay, sir.
If you go to southern Borno, among the Chibos, Margis, Margin Dambua, and Goza, you will discover that up to now, about 15 to 20% are Christian. They have their churches in their hometowns, including Chibok, Askira, Uba, Dambua, Biu, and other places, Kwaya, Kusar, Haul. You even have places where Christians are majority. And in Maduganari, where this thing happened, the secondary school I attended is very close to that area, a boarding school I went to about 30 years ago. This area is behind the police college and state command and CID in Maiduguri. Even 30 years ago when I was in boarding school, or I could say over 30 years ago when I was in boarding school, there were a lot of churches in those areas. And up till now, you still find a lot of churches. Wouldn't you have asked yourself, why is it that the other churches in that area were not demolished? And to go to Maiduguri city center, like the post office, where you have some of the biggest churches in Borno, inside Maiduguri, the state capital, including their church school, nobody has touched them. There is an area that is called Jerusalem, inside Maiduguri, around Wulari. There are churches there, nobody has touched them. Wouldn't you have asked yourself, if it's the church they are just demolishing indiscriminately, why is it that they didn't go around and demolish these churches?
Yeah,
this is a common sense. And then 11, there are in Maiduguri about 75%. Now, you demolish 11 Muslim mosques, nobody has spoken about it. Now somebody is talking about 4 churches. You know, what I'm trying to tell everybody is that we've had war, we've had crisis. I'm a refugee, I'm a victim, my family is a victim. We've had crisis for 13 years. So we don't want anybody to start another crisis in the state. We can't bear it.
Thank you so much. Because the reason why I wouldn't want my viewers not to get a full details of, because the information, those questions that I asked are part of the questions that my viewers were asking. And you could hear the man that did that video. He was saying something that like hello. We have a break of network in transmission. We get this all the time. We thank Mr. Mustafa Mohammed just enlightening new viewers to understand that 11 mosques was demolished in the Borno state, and 4 churches, because the information we got was like there was an attack on the churches in Maiduguri in Borno state. And now we've heard from a Muslim brother who is telling us that this thing does not really affect only the Christians, but also the Muslims. But I want to educate us, the viewers. Please, we should not try to want to create troubles where there is no trouble. Because if 11 mosques was being demolished and yet 4 churches were being taken down, I see no reason why we as a Christian, or we, or the Muslims, or whatever religion believes you, faith you are believing in, will come out and say it is a bias or injustice that is being done to you. Please, I want us to also want to be very conscious on the things that we put on social media, on the things, because when I had that information, I quickly want to talk about it, because injustice to one is an injustice to all. But when I further make my research, I now discover that this is something that is a project that the Borno state government are trying to do to see how they could set the state in a good hands. But I would have loved to ask Alhaji Muhammad Mustafa more questions. I don't know if he's still there listening to this program, but we're going to save this for another time. And viewers, thank you so much for watching. And I want us to understand that, like Borno State, like most comment I'm getting, that Borno State is a Muslim country. Please, none of you should encourage that or accept that, because in the Nigerian constitution, there is no place that is stated in the Nigerian constitution that any state belongs to a Christian or rather belongs to a Muslim. Every religion has every right to practice what faith they want to. And the guy actually said in that video that they don't have a license to operate as Christian. To me, I was asking, are they giving license to operate in other states before any churches operate? So we should not make fallacies, excuses on things that are not existing just to gain attention from viewers and try to want to cause trouble where there is no trouble. The Muslim brothers and our Christian brothers, please, we have to come together. This is a very dynamic time for this country. And as at that, we have to put things together to ensure that we are not distracted, that we should not be distracted religiously, we should not be distracted politically, we should not be distracted with any agitation or whatever, please. And I want to also use this media too to also appeal to our fellow brothers from the Southeast region, and also from our brothers that are from the Southwest. Please, you people should put down this agitation. Time is not on our side. And I'm still asking Nigerians, who is our candidate? Who is the candidate that is going to represent us? We are just waiting. We're waiting for APC and PDP to come up with their candidate. And when they come out with their candidate, trust me, they've already manipulated everywhere, because we are not letting them know that we are ready for this politics. Because when we are failing to handle our responsibility, we are actually giving them power to want to let them understand that, like, they own the game. But if we be able to come out by now, we should be campaigning for our own candidate. They should be seeing our own candidate going everywhere and making all this publicity everywhere. But yet we are failing to do the right thing. Our people are failing to understand that, like, you can't just wake up one day and say you want to leave a nation. You cannot leave the nation like that. Things are done in the right way. I will, by the grace of God, I'm going to be playing a clip for you guys between now and 24 hours. So you guys should take down a look at the history. You can't just come up and say you want to break out from a nation that has been existing for more than 50-something years after the war. This, if such a thing wants to happen, let it be done in a legal way. The British left the EU. They didn't went for war. I wonder where all this imagine they asked them to stay at home last week, Monday, and on Monday, the kids stayed at home, and those of them that were writing WAEC could not participate in their mathematics exam in NECO. What a shame. And I heard that all the bosses, all the people that were coming to Anambra for businesses, they were all attacked. Who were attacked? Was it the Fulanis, or was it the Hausa, or was it the Yorubas, or was it the Edos that was attacked? No, you people were attacking your own people. That is inhuman. Attacking your own people just to prove a point. Prove a point for what? Please, you people should put this agitation away and let's focus. Let's focus, because if we fail to do the needful now, I'm going to hold all these people, because if after 2023, the agitation you guys went for did not come true, and yet Nigeria did not see a revolution of electing a new candidate that is going to transform Nigeria, I'm going to hold all of you responsible. And you people should be prepared to quit Nigeria and go to where you want to go, because Nigeria is the only nation that we have. As at that, we have to save the nation. We have to do everything possible to save this nation. And I see no reason why you guys are relenting from it. An injury to one is an injury to all. All these pains we all are facing in the country, it is everybody that is feeling it. You just heard from Alhaji Mustafa. When the Fulani herdsmen attack, they attack the mosque and they attack the Christians. They also attack those people that are living in the community. This thing has been a thing that has been a thorn on the flesh of every Nigerian. Nobody is not feeling it. It's just that the government failed to give us security, because it is a failure of leadership that is resulting to all this one. And I'm telling my Igbo brothers, you guys are playing to the scripts of the Fulani. And the Fulani are using you guys to make up their comedy and make up their stories. And if they come up with anything they want to do, please, you will bear with me that nothing else we're going to do that will suffer another 8 years. Because what you guys want to put us is a suffering from another 8 years, because no politician will get in that seat and want to live there after 4 years. I'm advising every Nigerian, it's our time we stand up for our responsibility. It's our time we think further and reason and think, is it the right thing we are doing? I have a friend that always bugged me on the phone talking about Brafa. Come on, this government is not going to grant Brafa. This government that we are in now is not going to grant Brafa. You guys should get that straight. This government, this present administration will not grant Oduduwa. If you like, throw any comment you want to throw on me. It is the truth I'm telling you. Buhari administration will not let Brafa go. Buhari administration will not let Oduduwa go. No matter where you guys take this thing to, if you protest here and there in Kafanchan, in anywhere, it will not work. We need to stand for the truth. Let's come together. Let's come together and make demand from INEC. Let's come together and make demand from INEC that we need a credible election, free and fair election. Let the voice of the people come together and count. I would have played a video for you from an Igbo lady that came out categorically to address the Igbo brothers that are listening to him. She believes 100% that Brafa is not going to exist. And that's the honest truth. Thank you, viewers, for watching. We better start educating ourselves and tell ourselves the truth. Because if we all fail from this responsibility, I'm here. All I'm just doing, I'm waiting for those big political parties to come up with their elites they think is going to govern the country, because all they want to do is to bring in somebody that will fill up that gap to cover up all the corruption they've done during their administration. We're not going to allow that. We're going to see where their campaign is going to go. We're waiting for them vigorously. We're waiting. I'm waiting vigorously. I want to see the face of PDP candidate. I want to see the face of APC candidate. I want to see if there are people that have destroyed the nation before. What do they have to offer? If you've not been good in the years, there is no way, there's no magic. Anybody that is bad is bad. A leopard cannot change his spots. So we are waiting. Since Nigerians failed to elect their candidate, we are waiting for those big political parties to bring out their candidate. And we are waiting for other small political parties to come up with their candidate. We don't want to look into political parties. We want to look at the candidate, somebody that is really willing to serve. Somebody that is willing to serve. Somebody that knows what it takes what it takes to be human. Are they not worthy people anymore in Nigeria? Are there not transparent people anymore? Trustworthy people? We just hope, because if Nigeria fail to handle this responsibility, anybody that will come out on social media and tell me Nigeria government is bad, I will tell that person to shut up and enter his house. Because you cannot sit down in the comfort of your house and be waiting for things to change when you did not make moves. Man, I don't fall from heaven. Anything you want to achieve in life, you work towards it. We are talking about our political system here. Our political system is dead. And what are we doing as citizens about it? Power belongs to the people. As long as I know too well, the office of the president is an elected office. And who elects the people is the citizens of the country that elects those offices. Even to the office of the Senate. But yet, when they ask you to come out and exercise your right, it becomes a problem. None of you want to do that. You sit in your comfort home and you are waiting for things to change. Who's going to change it for you? Yet you say, I go to school, no job. If they ask you the time of election, come and vote, you will not want to vote. Who do you now want to change it for you? When you did not plan for your future, you are waiting for things to wait for you at the future. You have no future when you don't plan for your future. When you come out and exercise your right, you vote for somebody that knows that when you go out from school, you need a job. When you are sick, you need an hospital. When you are traveling, you need a good road. Somebody that knows what it takes for a country to be existing, but yet you guys will fail to do the needful. But yet you come out and be speaking on social media, Nigeria is bad, Nigeria is bad. What have you done to change the country? All you see is people saying Nigeria is bad. None of them are prepared. If you ask how many of them have their PVC, none of them will attest for PVC. But yet they want change when you cannot even do the needful. Nigeria should be up and doing. You people should shy away from all those habits of neglecting things. It not concern me. But now it don't concern you. When the bad government, when people when believe saying the power belongs to them, they've elected their own person, now it don't concern you. When they tell you, say, come elect somebody, you don't want to elect somebody, that time not concern you. But now, when they don't elect for you, it don't concern you. I'm talking to all the Nigerians, all the youth of Nigerians. No wonder Buhari called us lazy, because he saw this, that we are failing to handle our responsibility. If it take Buhari for 12 good years to come and give us what he's giving us now, we need to sit up. Nigerians, we need to sit up. The truth must be told, whether we like it or not. If you are out there, you've not gotten your PVC, you are wasting time. You're wasting your future, because your PVC is your voice. If we did it in NSAS, we can do it again and again. We'll let them know that the power belongs to the people. Despite they came out, they unleashed the soldiers on us then to kill our brothers and our sisters at Lekki Toge. We will not take that anymore. That is why I'm asking every Nigerian, go and get your PVC ready. Let's do the needful. Let's do the needful. In collaborating with what I'll be doing, I'll be playing a clip for you guys, because most times we neglect our history. Most people don't want to hear about it. They don't even want to know what happened. These people are agitating for Biafra. Go and, in fact, go and listen to the history of what happened during that process. Now 50% is agitating. Now 50% want presidency. Who are we going? Listen, I don't understand what is going on. Why can't you people just come together? Come together in one voice, in unity. The only way we can break bad government in Nigeria is when we come together. If we fail to come together, we will still be baboons by all these evil leaders. Enough is enough. It's hard time we take responsibility. It's hard time we take responsibility. I'm appealing to every youth out there. If you are a youth out there, you've not gotten your PVC, go do that. Let's come in one voice. We will not be cajoled in 2023. And I'm asking you, if you are from the East agitating for Biafra, my brother, put that struggle down. Because that struggle, I'm telling you, if you like, cost me from now till next year. It will not get ahead. If you are agitating for Biafra, I'm telling you, my name is Donald Obayedo. I'm telling you, Biafra is not going to hold. Mark my word, after 2023, it will not hold. If you are agitating for Oduduwa, it will not hold. It will not hold. Please, I'm asking all of you, let's be up and doing. I know Biafra is what most people want, but it will only take a good government to grant a referendum. Talking about restructuring, it will only take a good government that understand. You don't need to be very high in education before you can transform the nation. No. We are not looking for an educationist. We need somebody that cares about humanity. Somebody that knows what it takes for a fellow man or a fellow neighbor or a fellow citizens to run their lives daily. We don't need a very educated person with a professorate degree or doctorate degree before Nigeria can change. No, we need someone that cares about humanity. Are there no longer transparent people all over the world? There are. And I'm saying to all those Igbo brothers that are standing on the fence, waiting for how it's going to be so that they quickly jump. Those of you that own businesses all over Nigeria, you cannot even call your Igbo brothers to order. It took Nnamdi Kanu 8 years. 8 years to put all these things in the mind of your people. But yet none of you could even speak out. You guys are pretending all over, assuming there is nothing. Those that are taking youth ambassador are taking youth ambassador. If you talk like they'll say you they heavy this person. The needful, you people cannot do the needful. Your people are causing problem in Nigeria. Nigeria is not in peace today. It's because of Biafra and Oduduwa. Yes, we know Boko Haram. That is insecurity problem. That's failure of leadership. Because as a government, you're supposed to provide security for your citizens. So what are we going to do to ensure that the next person coming will provide security for us? It's for us to come together and vote them out. But yet, what are we doing about it? We are playing to the script of our bad leaders, because all they want is for us to be divided. It's for us to go against one another. But we are waiting. I will not sit here and watch any political party bring any candidate that have destroyed the nation. We will run them. We will run them. I'm telling every political party, if you want to come out with a candidate, please go and do your research very well. Don't bring old face for us, because if you bring old face that have actually jeopardized the future of Nigeria to us to come and vote for them, and you people have the agenda of bringing the election, then you will have us in contest. You have us in contest. That's why I'm asking every Nigerian to come out to vote, because if you come out to vote, there's no way they could ring the election, except you don't vote. And I'm also using this opportunity to advise my brothers from the north. Please don't be carried away by religion. Don't say because the leader comes from your region is a Muslim, you now say, please, let's vote for a credible person. Because if you could still take statistics of the most poorest region in Nigeria is from the north. Except you guys are not tired of poverty. If you come from the north and yet you still support your political elite because of your religion, you are deceiving yourself. They've used that religion to enslave you for a long time. You people don't have good educational background because they want you to be always under them. I know there is a place in your religion that said there are people that are supposed to be on top. There are people that are supposed to be. Who told you so? When God created man equally. He created us in his image and likeness. As at that, you are not supposed to be answerable to any man because you are equal to that man. But these people have used religion to enslave all the youth from the northern region. People should wake up. Wake up. These all issues is coming from the west. The three major tribes that are supposed to hold the country firm, they are bringing problem to the country. In the north, they are using religion to destroy the nation. Yes, they are using religion from the north. If you ask any Fulani man now what is going on in Nigeria, they said they want to Muslimize Nigeria. It's all over. Even the international news could say that. You go to East now, the Biafra said they want to leave Nigeria because all those people want to Muslimize Nigeria. You go to the West, they say they want to leave Nigeria because the Northerners want to Muslimize Nigeria. These are all just because our political elites are evil. They've been able to penetrate us with all sorts of division. We will not take that anymore. I'm advising you that is a youth from Nigeria. Don't be deceived by religion. Don't let your religion deceive you. You have a future. God has given you this life to come and enjoy and bless you with a nation full with natural resources. As at that, please don't be subject to victim of religion. I advise you that is from the East. Put away your agitation. Brafa is not going to hold. If you like, curse me, that's your problem. But I'll still remind you after 2023 that you guys are the problem of the country. If you are from Oduduwa, please put that away. It will not hold. It will only take a good government to understand what it is for a nation to be free from a nation, not the government we are living in now. Thank you so much, viewers. I always come here to tell you guys the truth. I live in a country where the government cares for everybody. And yet people are still complaining the government are not doing sufficient enough. People are still, if you still ask some indigenous of Canada, they're going to tell you that they don't believe in this government. The government should have done more. But me that came from where nothing is being done at all, I'm seeing they are trying. Please, you should open your eyes, oh, because if you don't open your eyes after 2023, trust me, Nigeria will still be the same way. It will even sink more. Because I could see the picture of your president and Ahmed Bola Tinubu in UK. Now they are receiving treatment in UK. What happened to Nigeria? Is Nigeria a desert whereby a hospital cannot be built? Where they could receive treatment in Nigeria? That meeting is not an hospital meeting. It's a campaign meeting. Because they are thinking of how to hand over power to him. It will not work. It will not work. It will not work. Ahmed Bola Tinubu cannot be the president of Nigeria. Our youth that he massacred in Lekki Tollgate, their blood are still crying. We will not allow that, the youth of Nigeria, we will not accept him. We will not accept him as the president of Nigeria. The voice of the people is the voice of God. We will not accept him as president of Nigeria. Viewers, please, if you've not gotten your PVC, please go and do that. That's the only weapon we have to destroy our enemy. It's a political weapon. It's our civil and it's our civil and political right to vote. So as at that, let's do the needful. Thank you, viewers, for watching. I don't come here to speak for my emotions. I come here to tell you the truth. And for those brothers that went for Olympic, it's so fortunate that you guys are being. Let me play the clip.
There's no encouragement from anybody. We have really tried on our own to push ourselves up to these limits we are, and there's no kind of like no assistance from anybody, not even for the federation. Like last one we heard from, someone was telling us that they gave us a favor to travel down here. They gave us a favor to travel down here.
Like we are here to play.
We are just here to play. They gave us a favor just for us to come here and just run, and there is a favor they have given to us to travel out. So you kind of like, you hear that you can even just give up in athletics. You can just give up and go and get something else to do. Something else to do. And we are not being catered for since we have been here. I've been in camp since last year, September. Up to this moment, I've not been given anyone there. And up to now, I've not still been paid anything. And there's no even hope of paying anything. There's no hope of really getting anything. When we talk, they'll say we don't need money, that we are juniors, that we don't need the money. Meanwhile, we have people, you know, most of us here, we are the ones cutting for ourselves. We are the ones seeing ourselves through school. So how are we going to do this? This is what we do. This is what we do, and I believe since we do this, we give all our effort, all our time. I believe when it comes to, in terms of financially, we don't really have to have problem with that. We don't really have to have any problem with that. So I believe, to me, I don't care what anybody can say. That's the best motivation I believe we can get right now. That's the best motivation.
Well, to that, I don't know if those guys are still participating. Because like the information that I got, if you're no longer participating in the Olympic, you have 48 hours to leave the camp. So we don't know the status of those guys if they are still participating. Believe me, nobody associates with failure. If those guys actually did participated and they did not win any gold or medal, I think that's why they are neglected. I don't know. Because most times when we get things from social media, nobody cares to want to find out what are the reasons behind this act. Most times we jump into conclusion because the government is bad. We just assume everything is from the government. I know, irrespective of what it is, they should have been catered for. Either they fail or they got medal or whatever. Every country sponsored their representative because that actual athlete is representing the country, and as at that, the country make provision for them. So I see no reason why the people that took all these guys away from Nigeria will use such a word for them, that it is an opportunity they gave them to leave Nigeria. Well, if I were to be those guys, I would take that as a challenge. That is your career, like you said. You're not going to give up on it because the one you got one F, one no of an answer. You don't take no for an answer if you are if you are this person that is very determined to make life. Don't take no for an answer. The government turned you down today. They're not taking your skills away from you. You are still that same skillful person that God has blessed with those gifts. So I won't want to discourage you guys, but I want you guys to understand something that, like, people don't associate it. I don't know the present stage you guys are now on your Olympic tournament, but I'm saying this probably. I'm not so sure. Maybe probably you guys did not like win any medal because success, they say, attract a lot of friends, and failure chase them away. So probably you guys are out of the tournament and you're not being taken care of properly, because I heard that, like, if you lose out from the tournament, you have 48 hours to leave the village where you're being camped. So I really don't get full information on that. And please, people should not jump into conclusion. Try to want to get more information about that video before you could just conclude that. We know Buhari government is a failed administration already. That everybody know, because you people voted him there in 2015 when he came and said he wants to fight corruption. And that is a big lesson for every Nigerian to understand, that we must look into the agenda of whoever that says they are coming, because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak. You understand? If you cannot speak what you want to come and do, there is no need for you to come. How can a president is coming to a nation where there is no light, where there is no hospital, where there is no employment, where there is no good education, where there is no good road, where there is nothing working? All the sector, even Ministry of Works don't have work. Ministry of Sport no even get sport. Justice of Federation not get justice. Nothing is working in the country, but yet is coming. His agenda to come and rule the country is to come and fight corruption. Tell me in the world which government has no corruption. Corruption is everywhere, but how you manage the corruption is what we are talking about. Nobody is going to can be able to fight corruption, because if you want to fight corruption, we take it down to the grassroots, even to the family. You discover that corruption is everywhere. But I'm saying this to every Nigerian, but let's be wise. Let's open up our sense, our mind, and our eyes. Because I will they cry if they see road. Make I tell on this story, because if when I say the pain don't too much, my pain too much, I don't too suffer. Buhari regime don't carry me go another level when I'm not supposed to go. What are you doing to ensure that that pain did not linger for another 8 years? You're gonna do something about it, because if you say your pain is enough for you now, don't you think about the future, whether the pain will still continue? But if you guys fail to understand that, like, we have to plan for the future, and the future is near, it's just so close, and you guys are neglecting it now, believe me, Nigeria is still going to suffer another 8 years. It's going to suffer another 8 years. Because why? We fail to make preparation. I'm asking Nigerians now, where is our candidate? Who are we suggesting that, like, oh, this man, we've taken a proper look at him, is good, is this, he can. We are waiting for PDP, APC, and all those. Don't you know if we elect our candidate, those political parties will be subject to us? Because they want to take our candidate. They want our candidate to represent their party. But yet we are waiting for the party to come and decide for us. Yet we say bad government everywhere, bad government everywhere. What are you doing to change the bad government? Nothing. I just pity the people of Nigeria. I'm just here busting my bubbles. Not that like it doesn't affect me. It does. I have friends. I have family over there. It affects me. When those guys keep calling me and telling me, listen, I'm hungry, I cannot bear it. These are part of the reason that gets me motivated to want to educate Nigerians, because I live in a country where the system is working. I cannot keep quiet. I'm not like other Nigerians that are comfortable everywhere they are, and they refuse to want to tell people the truth. I'll tell you guys the truth. And behold, you guys, by the grace of God, God keep us alive. Before 2023 upcoming election, I'm waiting. I'm going to disgrace any political elites from any political party that they are going to bring. I'll bring them to shame. I'll bring all their information, how they've destabilized Nigeria. I'll put it on social media. We're going to disgrace them. Enough is enough of all this nonsense they are doing. Enough is enough. We cannot continue like this. Our lives are important to us. And as at that, we demand justice, fairness, and equity. Thank you so much, viewers. This remains your favorite program, EIE, Enough is Enough. I come here to give you the diluted words that you need to hear, those words that will motivate you. We need to go get our PVC. We need to come out in mass. We need to come out. Let's put religion away. Let's put our differences away. Let's put away our agitation, and let's face the fact, the problem at hand. The problem at hand that we are facing is bad leadership. And the only way we can do to eradicate bad leadership is for us, the citizens, to come together and elect a candidate that's going to move the country forward, a candidate that cares about humanity, a candidate that is transparent, a candidate that is trustworthy. There are still trustworthy people out there. There are a lot of trustworthy people. Please, we need to be up and doing. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys within the weeks, and I'm planning to come up with some history. I'll put that together and I'll put it on the live, and you guys are going to watch. And those of you that are agitating for Biafra will understand the reason, the genesis of how all these things came about. Please, I know you want freedom. The reason why everybody is running away is because there is bad government. If Nigeria, this thing did not happen in Obasanjo regime. This thing did not happen in Goodluck Jonathan regime. All these things surfaced in Muhammadu Buhari's regime. And if you go to the north, most people are not also pleased with his administration. It's everywhere. Okay, the insecurity problem is everywhere. Even the people from the north suffered it more than everyone. Can you be killing yourself all the way for you just to prove a point? It doesn't make sense. Please, I'm appealing to all Nigerians. Let's do the needful. And as you do the needful, God will bless you. I see you guys same time, same station. EIE, Enough is Enough. That's the name of this program. And I remain your humble presenter. Donado Baido is my name. See you guys. Cheers. Bye.